We all put a ton of faith in our dashboards, right? But what happens when that trust is, well, misplaced? Today we're diving into data observability, a concept that's absolutely crucial for anyone who relies on data to make decisions. So let me start with a question, and it might make you a little uneasy. What if those numbers you stake your reputation on, the charts you present in those big meetings, are actually telling you a story that just isn't true?
I want you to picture this. A sales team is on cloud 9. Champagne's flowing, high fives all around. Why? Because their dashboard is lit up like a Christmas tree, showing a massive spike in sales. It looks like they just closed out their best quarter ever.
But, the party doesn't last forever. A few weeks go by, and a really sharp analyst is buried deep in quarterly reports, doing the usual reconciliation stuff, and they spot something that doesn't quite add up. A tiny mismatch that literally everyone else missed. And here's the kicker. That incredible growth, it was an illusion. A silent, sneaky glitch in the data pipeline, that's the journey your data takes to get to your dashboard, had been duplicating a whole chunk of sales data. And the crazy part? No alarms went off. The system looked perfectly healthy, but the data was fundamentally broken. This kind of problem, it actually has a name. These are the silent killers of trust in your data. That one little anomaly completely shattered the team's confidence in every report, making every future decision feel like a total gamble.
And that is precisely what makes them so dangerous. They don't announce themselves with a system crash or a big flashing error message. No, they just quietly distort the truth, day after day, leading to bad decisions and eventually a complete erosion of confidence in the very data you need to do your job.
So if these errors are so quiet, how on earth are you supposed to fight them? Well, that brings us right to the core of our topic today. What exactly is data observability? It's all about getting deep, continuous visibility into the health of your data.
So if you want the formal definition, here it is. It's the practice of monitoring, managing, and basically just taking care of your data to guarantee it's high quality, it's there when you need it, and it's reliable. The whole goal is to make your data systems trustworthy by catching and fixing issues before they impact anyone.
And look, this isn't just some niche idea. Big authorities like Gartner are all over this. They say these solutions are designed to monitor, track, and troubleshoot your data workflows for one specific reason: to prevent these kinds of costly errors. The key word there is prevent. It's about getting ahead of the problem, not just cleaning up the mess later.
Now you might be sitting there thinking, hey, don't we already have data quality checks for this? And the answer is, yeah, kinda. But those traditional methods, they're just not enough anymore. We're talking about a completely different way of thinking.
Take a look at this comparison. On the left, you've got your traditional checks. They're totally reactive. They're built to catch problems you already know about, things you've specifically told them to look for. But on the right, data observability is proactive. It's designed to catch the weird, unexpected stuff, those silent killers, because it's context-aware, which means it gets rid of the blind spots where errors love to hide.
This, of course, leads to the most important question of all. How does this intelligent detection actually work? How does it manage to see what other systems completely miss?
The secret isn't setting a bunch of rigid, fixed rules. It's about a dynamic, context-aware system that actually learns the natural rhythm and behavior of your data. Then it just looks for things that deviate from that normal pattern.
This slide is a perfect example of why context is everything. Think about it. If you're looking at sales for flu medication, you'd totally expect to see a massive spike in the winter. That's normal, predictable. But now look at sales for diabetes medication. That should stay pretty stable year-round. A sudden spike there would be a huge red flag. A good observability system understands that critical difference automatically. So, the whole process really breaks down into 3 key steps. First, the system works to understand the unique context of each dataset. Second, using machine learning, it establishes an adaptive baseline. It figures out what normal behavior actually looks like for that specific data. And third, it intelligently detects only the meaningful deviations from that baseline. And this is so important because it means you're not drowning in false alarms. And you know what makes this so powerful today? It's accessibility. You can get these intelligent systems up and running without writing a single line of code. This is a real game changer. It opens the door for anyone who works with data, analysts, marketers, operations teams, to ensure its quality, not just the developers.
So when you put it all together, it all leads to one really important thing: building a foundation of trust. So what is the ultimate payoff of actually putting a solid data observability strategy in place?
It's simple, but it's so powerful. You get to proactively make sure your data is accurate. You can prevent issues before they escalate and cause real damage. This empowers your entire organization to make decisions with confidence. And most importantly, you finally build that solid, reliable foundation of data you can actually trust.
So I'll leave you with this one thought, a question to take back to your own teams. Your dashboards and reports, they might look right on the surface, but after everything we've just talked about, you really have to ask, is the data behind them actually true?
For further questions, feel free to reach contact@datagaps.com. Request a free demo, scan the QR code below. Thank you.